Hey second graders, you're going to be working math today with Mr. Reed. This week in math we're going to be working with hundreds, making hundreds as a sum of ones and sum of tens and relating those back and forth. Teachers, we're working in Module 3 Lesson 1 of our Orgo books, and for students, you're in pages 56 and 57. Before we get started, students, I need you to gather a couple materials before we start. So go ahead and take out your Orgo books, take out your journals to write and take notes in, take out your markers, pencils, and everything you've got to get successful in math today. Pause the video, get your materials, and when you're ready, go to the first page and let's get started learning together. Students, before we go further, if ever you need time to work, if I'm going too fast for you, or you just need to look at the picture a little bit longer, go ahead and press the pause at the bottom left of all the slides. Parents, if you're at home and you have a camera, if you ever need extra help with your student understanding something that we're discussing in this video, go ahead and hover over the QR code that's going to be in the top right corner if possible. It'll give you another video or two to watch and really get a good, strong understanding of what we're doing in math in second grade. Alright class, today we're going to work with and compose hundreds. Specifically, we're going to be relating those ones, tens, and hundreds place values to each other. So in your journal, students, I want you to go ahead and write what we're learning today, and I want you to tell me what you know about ones, tens, and hundreds. Write those in your journals, pause the video, when you're ready, come back to me. Alright class, so in your journal, what I want you to do is go ahead and make this place value chart. The ones, the tens, the hundreds, draw these rectangles right here, and then pause. When you have that ready, come back to me. Alright class, let's just talk about it a little bit, and parents at home, don't fret. If you need extra work, in the top right corner, we have an extra QR code video for you to watch. Students, we have our three place values here that we're working with right now in second grade. We have our ones. We say that with a 0, we have our yellow unit cubes, the number 1, and we can even put an X for the symbol. We have our tens, our rods, rod 10, 10, and we can put a symbol of a long vertical line. And then for our hundreds, we have our blue flats, flat, 100, 100, and we denote that by putting an X right there, okay? So when we're working with place values, we can say that for every place value, it only goes up to the numeral 9. So this can have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once we get to 10, we jump over to that new place value, right? If you look at the rods right there, we can even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in every rod, there is 10 units, or there are 10 units. Same thing if we're going to flats. We know that this makes 100. So if we were to count 1, 2, 3, all the way down, we could say that one flat has 100 units. If we're going to skip count by 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, we can say that one flat has 10. Alright class, we're working with hundreds again, remember? What I want you to do really quickly is go ahead and take out your Orgo books and turn to page 56 and 57. Pause the video, get it out. When you're ready, start the video again. Great, now that you're on pages 56 and 57, let's go ahead and get some work done. Remember, we're relating those place values back to each other. In the ones, tens, and hundreds, there are 10 ones in every 10, and there are 100 ones in every 100. We're going to be relating those back and forth, okay? So let's go ahead and see what we can do right here. This first problem says we're going to loop groups of 10 blocks to make 100, and then write the number of the hundreds, and then write the number of the tens, and the ones that are left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to always start the smallest place value, which for us are our ones. So I see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there are no more ones, so I know that that is a complete group right there. So I'm going to go ahead and write number 5. Next are my tens. And remember, every time you get to 10 of amount, you move it over, you regroup it, it becomes a new kind of place value. So let me go ahead and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, those are 10 right there. So I can go ahead and group those and say that that now is a flat, 100. And then keep counting the leftover tens. 1, 2, 3. Well, they're just 3, so those are all by themselves. So I've got 3 tens and I have 100. Let me go ahead and do the next one by myself. You just pay attention and watch. I'm going to speak out loud exactly what I want you to be thinking as you're going yourself. I'm starting with my place values, my smallest ones, which are the ones. 1, 2. There are only 2, so I have 2 ones. Next, I'm going to go to my tens. That's all I see. And I'm going to think to myself, every time I get to 10, well, that becomes a new place value of flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, there's a 10 right there, so I know that becomes a new place value. I'm going to keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 leftover 10s, and then just the 1 100. That's all I want us to do. So we're going to go to the next one and do it together, okay? Alright, so let's keep working, right? So on 2A, we're going to do this together, okay? You saw me do it the first time, now we're going to do it together. So with your pen, let's get it out, and let's go start working. We're going to count first the what place value? Well, of course, the ones, the smallest ones. So let's go ahead and do that and see if there are 10 or more that we have to regroup over and make a new place value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, just 7 ones, so let's go ahead and note that right there, 7. Now remember, what do we do again when we have the next place value and there are more than 10? Right, we group groups of 10 and make it a new place value. Because if we have 10 rods, we know that 10 rods makes 1 flat. So we can make counting a little bit easier like that, right? Let's go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, there are 10 right there. So let me go ahead and group those. Hopefully you're doing the same thing too. And there's still plenty of 10s to keep counting, so let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is another one right there. Keep counting the leftover ones. 1, 2, 3. So left over, we have 3 10s left over. And then we have 1 and 2. We have 2 hundreds there. Do you see how every time we get 10 rods, it makes 100? It's essentially counting by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Perfect, just like that. What I want you to do are B, C, and D on your own, and then come back and check if you got the right answers. So pause the video, do the work on your own, and come back to me. Alright class, go ahead and check your answers of my answers. Hopefully none of us messed up. When you're done, go ahead and go to the next slide, and we'll keep our learning and give you some work to do on your own. Alright class, an extra activity you can do, I want you to copy this in your journal and then group them together according to place values and then write the numeral. Pause this video, do the work, and on the next slide I'll show the answers. Go for it. Alright, hopefully you got all the same answers that I did. Check your answers. Great job. Now let's go ahead and see what else we have to do today. It's time for you to do your own work on your own. But before you do that, as always, if you need help, parents, there's a QR code in the top corner. Scan that to get some extra videos. Class, what I want you to do on your own today after this video is you're going to compose each of these numbers below in 3 different representations. And I want you to focus on using those place value blocks. So 58, 158, 558. Write these in your journal, compose them in 3 different ways, and get a parent to help you take a picture and upload it to Google Classroom. And last but not least, we have a remembering for the day. Remember, relating place value means what? There are sums of 10s in each one of them. Use this question to talk to someone at home. Until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.